Hello everyone, I am Rityunjay Sharma on behalf of Collegedunia. Today I have with me Mr. Arihant Jain, Manager, Student Affairs, JK Lakshmipat University. Welcome sir, how are you sir?
Thank you for inviting me for this session, and I'm really good. I hope you all are doing good at your places.
I will just start with a brief introduction of yours sir.
Yeah.
Arihant Jain has served as the backbone in setting up entrepreneurship centers and startups at Ashoka University and currently setting up Atal Incubation Center at JK Lakshmipat University. He is also serving as Manager of Student Affairs at the university. Arihant has also been part of setting up programs like AIM Smart City Accelerator Program with Ashoka University and Microsoft Ventures, etc., that is now being successfully run and supported pan-India startups. He has played a key role in setting and launching the Anant Fellowship Program, India's first Design and Built Environment Fellowship at ANU, where he also managed the financial, managerial and strategic initiative. He has run two of his own startup and as a part of various startup accelerator and incubator programs, he has worked with 18 startups in various capacities. Some of those are Goody Goody, Ethify, Exchange for Solar, Pump Charge, etc. So it's a lot from your side, sir.
No. Yeah.
I will just begin with the first question, sir.
Yeah.
May I, sir?
Yeah, sure.
So, when you first came to JK Lakshmipat University, what was your vision for the university? Has it evolved over time? And how far along in implementing that vision are you, sir?
Yeah. So when I joined JK Lakshmipat University, we came with one single vision in our mind that we want to build this university as India's one of the most innovative higher education institutions. When we say higher education institution and an innovative higher education institution, it involves a lot of new things which we are supposed to do, bring in a lot of expertise we have built over time nationally and internationally, and also bring the best practices across the world to this institution. I think this has evolved over time. We have been able to achieve a lot of things which we thought of doing, and we are still away from our goal, but I think we are on the right track. And in the last 3 years, I think we have been able to build some milestones for us, which shows and which proves that we are on the right track, and we will build this university as the innovative university and known as one of the best in coming days.
Great, sir. Great from your side, sir. So, being the manager at Student Affairs at JK Lakshmipat University, how do you strategize and plan the activities to increase the student outreach of the university?
So we adopted a single policy at the university, and that was like anything and everything which we do has to be focused on student-centric approach. Everything which we try to do new or like revise or anything has to have student at its center, at its core. What student will think, what student would like to do, what can help students the best. We try to answer all these questions, and then we do any new planning or initiatives. And these initiatives are not just limited to organizing events and all, but also like doing international partnerships, doing the kind of center for excellences we want to set up, the kind of faculty we want to bring in, the kind of experience we want to build for our students. So, for example, our university went ahead and set up some international collaborations with institutions like All-In College of Engineering, which was one of the best institutions known for project-based learning in the world. So we brought them in and partnered with them to develop the new curriculum, which gave a very unique experience to our students. Similarly, we did partnerships with many other institutions to bring in the expertise they have. We have set up Center for Excellences, which can help students grow, interact with industry, develop themselves for some of the things which they want to do in the future. So that's how we strategize anything we want to do at the university, that what benefits students can have from this activity, what benefits students can have with this initiative which we are planning. And that's how our planning starts, and that's how we go about anything which we have to do. And students appreciate that, because students then become a stakeholder in this. They are not just the recipient of it. They have become a stakeholder in the whole process. So their views are also heard, their opinions are also heard, and they benefit from it, and then they start talking about it more than what we want to talk about it. And they go out, they talk to their friends, they talk to their juniors, they talk to their parents, their families, and everyone. So that's how the major outreach for us happens. Like what our students have to say about our university, our initiatives, our partnerships. That's what make it different for us.
Apart from means contributing towards the internship, towards the international collaborations, so what do you think are your role and responsibilities to the university and the students are?
So my role I will start with the students. My role for the students was very clear-cut. That how do I make students a major stakeholder in each and every activity we do? And when I use the word activity, it's not just like I would say the events or anything, but anything which we have to do, from partnerships to participation into competitions to bringing in a new faculty to setting up a new lab, what a student can benefit from. And not just limiting it to the academic. So my role became more and more critical when we started doing a lot of things which was non-academic. So for example, what kind of competition students should participate in. What kind of facilities students should have there in their hostels, what kind of facilities they need to have for library hours, how they access the maximum resources online, how do we ensure that. And during the current period when the COVID affected the whole learning process for them, we had to rethink everything what was going on, because at one point the online learning was helping the classroom learning, but how do we make sure the outside classroom learning still continues? So we started doing online competitions, we started doing online interactions, webinars with the experts that gave us the access to each and every resource across the world, which maybe in the physical mode was not possible to bring in, but in online mode we were able to bring in the best for our students. And that's where my role was also becoming more and more important, that how we learn what students are thinking right now, how our students even benefiting from all the efforts are the faculty and the directors and the deans are putting in. Are the students benefiting from that or not? So that's where I used to engage with students regularly, get the right feedback, and bring a channel for students, give them a comfort zone so that they can talk to me, they can talk to my office and share their feedback, because many times they are not comfortable talking to each and everyone. But how do we make them talk to us, share their feedback, share their observations, share their experiences? And for the university side, it's the same thing. Like, how do we make sure students' feedback and experiences are flowing without any filters, without any restrictions? Can a student come to this university and the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years without any fear of being judged, being monitored, or being evaluated at each and every step? But can they live their life as they want to build it in the future? So what university needs to do, I used to play that role to define in a lot of situations, work with various institutions, work with the Vice Chancellor's office, work with various offices to make that happen. So that's what my role for the university was.
That's great from your side. Means all the faculties that just dedicatedly work to train themselves and just do it all for the students.
Yeah.
And in that particular pandemic situation, that was great from all the faculties all over the world, sir.
Yeah.
So how do you ensure that a cohesive and mutual environment is present in JK Lakshmipat?
See, again, it starts with, who are the stakeholders in every decision making which happens. A cohesive environment is only possible if every aspect and every fraction of the university is represented into that decision making. And that's what avoids any partiality to any group which we have in the university. So we have students not just from North India, from South India, from Northeast states, and they play a very clear role into how we want our student bodies to grow, how we want our student interaction to happen. So for a small example, students wants to celebrate festivals on campus. Students wants to celebrate various festivals they had in their state or they had in their religion. But how do, as a university, we ensure a secure environment for them and still continue to be a secular institution at play. So that's where we have to play a very engaging role with them, ensuring there is no one being fearful of showing what they want to do, and still we are not representing just one major section of the institution into activities which the university take on. So most of our events, most of our decision making happens with everyone, student from student body and the faculty body and the management, everyone together, and where everyone's views are represented. If I talk about the economically weak background students, the university have huge amount of scholarships. We have funds of in the range of 2 crores to 3 crores for scholarships to the students. So if a student can perform academically, rest assured the university will do as much as they can to make sure they get the best education. We have helped students financially to visit internationally, participate into international conference, become one of the youngest researcher from the institution into certain field, and it's not possible because only students want to do what they want to do, but it's also the interest university show in their growth. And and this financial support which we provide to our students is not, you can't show it into a scholarship, you can't show it into in your brochures and all, but it's about how we really want to go out of our way to support our students in whatever possible growth opportunity they can have. So that's how we work, and the kind of scholarship fund the university have, I don't think, at least in last 3 years, any students who had performed academically has to face any financial challenge in the university. At the stage of entering the university also, and in the rest of the years they stand here, there are scholarships available on every year based on their merit, based on the means, and every criteria you can think of, and we support students in every way.
So you've already answered my next question about the economic background, and that's why we call this episode as Thought Leaders, because the leaders always analyze that what is coming up next. So that's great from your side, and I would like to tell all the students that you just need to not fear about the economic background or the situation that you faced in the last 2 months. Apart from situation, if you have any doubts, you can come to the university. There are a lot of scholarships available for you, and you just need to show your interest and dedication, and you have to just leave all on the knee. So that's great from your side, sir. So talking about the extracurricular activities that the students are waiting for, not all extracurricular activities we have to enhance the skills of the students.
I think we have more extracurricular activities than the curricular activities which happen in the university. So as I started earlier saying that we had set up various Center for Excellences. We had set up a very unique center 2 years back, and which was called Center for Communication and Critical Thinking. If you go to any institution, generally the focus on the communication comes either when you join the university for one semester, or in the final semester when you are preparing for interviews and jobs and every internship. But what we have ensured is that, our curriculum, our faculty will do their best to train our students in technical knowledge. But everything will go vain if the students are not able to represent what they have learned in the right format, in the right communication skills. So we had set up this center which works with students across all the years they are here, not just the first semester or the last semester, across all, either 2 years, 3 years or 4 years, and train them into these skills like debates, discussions, interviews, management training, soft floor training, and everything, whatever you can think of how students need to prepare themselves, which are not part of any regular curriculum, which are not part of any academic delivery, but still we make sure that students are exposed to these. We have set up various clubs to help students explore their passion, help students explore their habits. And these clubs range from dance, music, drama to robotics, competitive coding, finance, budgeting, and many others. So we have around 19 different clubs, and every student almost get whatever they want to explore their passion and habits into. So like design also is there, and we also organize events like stargazing. So many times students are fascinated about what space will look like, what stars will look like. We organize events like stargazing. We organize like workshops into drama preparation, how you can communicate into different forms of drama. We also help, many times the students are in the age where they face a lot of anxiety, they face a lot of fear. So we also support into their mental counseling. We also take care of their health. We have professional counselors talking to them if they face any challenge, and help them improve on their own, help them analyze their strengths, their capacities, and build their careers accordingly, build their life accordingly. There are a lot of sports activities we do. We have sports grounds available on our campus. Our students participate into competition into interstate and outside state also. We have our own student fest, from cultural to technical to management. And then we have our different departmental events like Design Guru Day, like Management Guru Day, where we bring in a lot of experts together and have them interact with our students, which is not really curriculum, but it's also about what all students can get exposed to. There are industrial trips related to where their areas. There are research projects they can work on. There are trainings they want to do on their own. They can do MOOC courses. So these are not the typical extracurricular activities which we generally see. These are also the extracurricular activities which help them grow in their learning, which can help them build their profile, which may not be possible just because of the classroom learning. That's how we imagine our extracurricular activities, and that's what we offer to our students.
Is apart from enjoyment, we are just making them industry ready. We are making them global ready. So that's great, sir. Coming at last, sir, any suggestion or success mantra that you would like to give to the current students, sir?
See, I think in the current situations and the current times, the only thing which I would urge our students is to take a wise decision, think of what long-term impact situations can have, and just be at it. Don't just feel, okay, it's done for me. No. The more you try, the more closer you are to your success. And once you will get that success based on all the efforts you put in. Just think what you can do to come out of this situation, come out of the current situation which you are facing. So just be at it.
Yes, sir, they have to take the decision now. Yeah. They don't have to ruin the whole year now.
Yes, they have to think long term. They can't just decide on short term, okay, because of this I will do this.
Yes, sir. So that was a great, healthy and positive interaction from your side, and the students will definitely find this very useful, and they will definitely join JK Lakshmipat University. Means a lot of their doubts will be cleared now. And thank you so much from your side, sir. It was a very valuable and nice time.
Thank you.